Right, good afternoon everyone. I'm back in Suffolk today, actually near the Norfolk border in Thetford Forest. I'm joined by Rob, as you can see here. You've seen Rob before, and I'm joined by a new subscriber named James.
Hello.
So, three of us out today. We're doing a 5.5 mile walk from 50 walks in Suffolk. It's meant to start at the lovely little village of Brandon, but instead what we've done is we've gone up to the forest centre at Santon Downham and we've parked the cars there. We've just got our day walking rucksacks at the moment, so we're going to walk back to Brandon, and there's a couple of nice pubs there, get a couple of cheeky drinks in, maybe a bite to eat, and then we're going to head back along the Little Ouse River, which is the Suffolk-Norfolk border, back to the cars at Santon Downham, get our wild camping gear and fire materials and whatnot and stuff, and head off into the woods and find somewhere to camp for the night. So it should be good fun. It is quite windy at the moment, so apologies throughout the video if it's a bit noisy with the wind. No chance of rain. We checked the forecast, haven't we?
A bit later on tonight, I think.
Yeah.
About 8 o'clock onwards. But
we'll see anyway, but we'll be set up by then, so, and probably pissed as well, so we should be, it won't matter, so, yeah. Anyway, so, yeah, 5.5 miles, we sort of just started it, so we're going to get a shift on, and we'll show you along the way, and then we'll stop at Brandon. So enough talking, let's get walking. As always, I want to say a big thank you for your continued support. Really nice, kind comments we've been getting lately. Thank you for wishing Candice a happy birthday. We did Camber Sands and all that stuff. That was brilliant. Oh, some horses here. And yeah, so you may have seen I run a couple of little surveys on YouTube a few days ago, and it was about like, what county would you like to see me wild camping and walk in, what shelter do you prefer, and what kind of preferred method of like cooking stove do you want me to use. So the results were pretty unanimous. You wanted me to be in Suffolk, so here I am. You wanted me to use a Tarp And Bivvy, that's what I've got tonight. And you wanted me to use an alcohol stove, so I've got that. I've got the Trangia with me and some like solid fuel fire dragon stuff as well. So yeah, thank you to everyone that took part in the survey. I'm probably going to run a couple more at some point, and yeah, so also I want to give a shout out to Candice's new Instagram page that I want you to check out if you like calves. It's called Candice's Calves, or Calves with Candice, and basically she goes exploring for like little calves and stuff in all the different counties that we walk and wild camping and whatnot, and sort of our local area, and sort of reviews the calves that she goes in and stuff. And she's found some really cool places, so well worth checking out. And sometimes I go with her as well and have a cheeky bit of grub as well. The small town whose northern reaches this walk skirts has been around since at least the 11th century, when it was known as Bromden, meaning the hill where broom grows. The Domesday Book notes that the manor here comprised 25 dwellings. Since then it has found modest and fleeting fame as a producer of rabbit fur and flints for guns. While for most people the year 1789 might conjure up thoughts of the French Revolution, in Brandon the townsfolk will point you to the 14th of May of that year, the date of the town's Great Fire. It coincided with the date of a fair in nearby Thetford, and as a result the young people of Brandon were away when the fire started. It is said to have been sparked off when lightning struck the house of the local surgeon, setting it on fire. The flames were soon licking at neighbouring properties. The conflagration eventually accounted for 11 houses, 8 of which were completely destroyed, a devastating tragedy for a small community. Okay, it's turning into a messy one, everyone. We're now outside the Ram Inn in Brandon, second pub, and
It's all lies.
it's all lies. This is a mirage, really. Anyway, let's go in the pub. Brandon lies at the heart of the Brecks, a large area of heathland and pine forest straddling North Suffolk and South Norfolk. Beneath its sandy soil lie vast amounts of flint, a commodity that has been mined here since Neolithic times. In the 19th century, more than 200 knappers were employed locally to produce gun flints for the Napoleonic Wars. Prehistoric farmers used flint axes to create the large opened heathland, which was kept clear for centuries by grazing rabbits and sheep. The nature of the Brecks changed forever with the planting of Thetford Forest, Britain's largest lowland pine forest, in the 1920s. Well, we have left the pub, or should I say pubs, and we're now beside the Little Ouse River, heading back to Santon Downham where the cars are, and it's all very lovely. This is the Little Ouse path, I believe. It's a pretty straightforward route from here on now, and it's about 2.5 miles. I think it's gone 3 o'clock now, so we're going to finish the walk off before it gets too dark, and then head off with the camping gear back into the woods. So we'll probably chat to you then. Okay, well, we've got all of our stuff, quite a lot of stuff, and we're heading off that way, back to the way we started the walk here at Santon Downham. Find somewhere in the woods, pitch up, we'll get back to you then. The wind is picking up and it's just starting to get dark now, so we're forecast rain at 8 or 9 o'clock,
yeah, around there.
Around 8 or 9 o'clock to about 1 in the morning, so we should be pitched up way before then, so at least we'll be out of the rain. Enough talking, let's get walking! Okay, we've found a spot way off of the footpath here, and we've got the dense woodland here to block us from one side. We reckon the wind is coming towards the camera, so James is going to set up his tarp sort of somewhere around here. Rob's probably going to go in the middle of us. So we've cleared all this, we'll move it all back of course tomorrow morning, and then I'm probably going to go over here by this big old tree here, and I'll sort of block the wind a bit with my Tarp and Bivvy. So yeah, we're going to get set up as the light is starting to fade. It's a bit more open out there, but it's, I don't know, slightly more marshy. I think there's a small river over there somewhere, but we'll be sheltered from the rain and the wind really here. It's a lot better, yeah? Cool, right. We're going to get unpacked, get set up. We will chat to you soon. it's been quite a while since we last spoke to you, but all the shelters have been set up now, and it is raining as well. A light rain that's meant to last till quite, I don't know, 1 in the mornings, was it?
No, later than that.
Oh, later than that. So yeah, everyone's sat under here. Yeah, we're sat under James's DD 3x3 metre tarp.
It's very badly set up.
Ah, it's doing the job though. And then under here he's got an OEX Fox 1 up the back there. It's my chair in front.
Inspired by Tom Outdoors.
Thank you. It's a good little tent. Ben London Outdoors has got that.
It's got a 5,000 HH count. That's
it has.
Waterproof.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
That's why I bought it.
They're absolutely bomb proof, yeah. Apart from when I took it to Devil's Dyke, that was quite bad, but yeah. Rob's got his Old Faithful, the Hilleberg Acto out, and it's doing the job in the rain, definitely. And then I've got the I think it's the Rab Seal Wing tarp that I had at Gibbet Hill with Ben. I think it's by Integral Designs or something. And then if we drop under here, I've gone for a little bit of luxury, and I've got my Rab Ridge Raider Hoop Bivvy, the new one, out with me, and I've been taking that out a lot lately. It's probably my favourite shelter at the moment. So yeah, the tarp's set up with the out kit, trekking poles. I'm going to do some food a little bit later on. I've got 2 MREs. I've got one for morning and I've got a dinner one, so I'll show you those a little bit later on. So what else have we got? Oh yeah, we've got my Vargo titanium little stove in there, just been boiling up water on it. Got the IKEA cutlery tin as a fire. Tables out there, and then James has got
a Bushcraft Essentials Bushbox XL.
It looks pretty decent, yeah.
I've got a Trangia mess burner, and I've got the Pathfinder Nest mug and bottle set.
Yeah, that was cooked on it and everything. It's brilliant.
Overmont titanium spork.
Very nice. And what are you drinking?
This is a Lansdowne West Coast IPA, but from Bath Ales. So it's nice, it's going down well.
Okay, well it's coming up to 10 o'clock now, so I thought I'd better start eating something. And we've got this yeah, so this is menu 16. It's the new one, chicken burrito bowl, fairly new anyway, and I think it was before it was a like rib shaped barbecue patty or something, can't remember anyway, but this sounds pretty tasty, this one, so let's have a little look, see what we've got in here. I did a hot chocolate because I wanted to make a mocha again, and then we've got the chicken burrito bowl itself, the main meal. We've got some plain tortillas to go with that, excellent. Some hot sauce, which I'm not going to be having, don't like hot sauce. And then we have some French toast filled, so it's got a filling in it. I might warm that up in the FRH with the main. We've got some toasted corn nuggets. Oh, we've got the MRE spoon as usual. Some cheese spread. We've got a beverage base powder, orange. The flameless ration heater in question. A beverage bag to mix stuff up in. A cardboard sleeve to put our main in, hold it in, so it's there we go, it's a chicken burrito bowl, chicken with rice, beans and vegetables, the full meal, and the accessory pack. So let's have a little look inside. So we have, where is it? Some coffee, instant type 2, excellent. I like that then some non-dairy creamer for the coffee, or tea it says.
It's not quite as reflective as those.
A little bit of a Splendor sugar. Oh, no calorie sweetener, sorry. As usual, iodised salt. And the wet wipe, the moist towel there. Some cinnamon flavoured chewing gum. And some toilet roll. And this one hasn't got any matches with it, which is odd. Usually they always come with a little paper book of matches. Not that it matters because I've got tons of them anyway. And I'm going to be using my Trangia alcohol stove. As I say, everyone in the survey was like, yep, using alcohol stoves. I was like, okay, why not? So enough yakking, let's get snacking. Okay, these are toasted corn nuggets, I think they're called. They're alright. Not the most appetising thing to include. But what I've seen done in a couple of other reviews of this menu is they mix it in with the chicken burrito bowl and it adds a bit of extra crunch to it, so I'll probably do that, to be fair. That's in the FRH at the moment. There's water boiling on the alcohol stove for me hot drinks, so yeah, it's all good. But the rain is quite heavy at the moment, so I think we've got to batten down the hatches a little bit. And yeah, I'm just going to get all this cooked and then I'll just sort of talk through it then. I'm not going to do a full review on it really. Okay, let's have a look at the filled French toast first, which has been warmed through slightly by the FRH. So that may as well be a cinnamon bun. That's warmed through slightly, and that's, oh, that feels really nice. Oh, look at that. That's amazing. Wow. I don't know what's in it, but it's brilliant. It's similar to the British Army cinnamon buns, but I don't know, I could eat those all day long. Look at that. Some quality wiggle there. Rob's retired to his tent, so James, you want to try a bit of this?
I'm okay to do.
You sure?
Yeah, I've eaten so much.
Yeah, Rob and James have been eating like absolute kings.
Well, I'm normally very hungry, but the thing is that I'm stuffed.
Yeah, we had a lot in the pub as well earlier on. Right, let's crack open these plain tortillas. Should be the main. They always come folded up. Use that as a rudimentary tray at the moment. Quite small tortillas as well, actually. I swear they get smaller every time.
I'm always amazed how those FRHs work. They're really impressive.
They are pretty good, yeah.
They're excellent.
There we go. Yeah, Candice loves the FRHs. Look at that. Loads of different stuff going on in there. Couldn't tell you what at the moment. I think there's some green peppers and maybe some onions in it. So what we'll do, we'll mix some of these thingamabobs, these toasted corn nuggets in with the, mix them in a bit. Oh, this is hardly Gordon Ramsay, Jesus. Maybe the language, but there we go. Yeah. Oh, there's some beans in there as well. I think some white beans. There's onion. I'll have to see. Not quite a smell to it. Try a little bit on its own. I've got plenty of it. No, it's not bad. A lot of rice in it. And yeah, the adding the toasted corn nugget things definitely gives it, I don't know, a bit more of a body to it, a bit more filling. Oh, there's some chicken. You probably can't see that, but it's there. Yeah, slightly spicy, very warm, and that feels like a full meal, that, like all your components. You've got to try and get it in these tortillas now. and put some cheese spread on it because that's the magic ingredient. It's my favourite bit. Never get a lot in these, so I'm not going to put a lot in this time. I always keep saying I'm going to bring more tortillas and I never do. Probably about all you're going to get in there. The cheese spread. We're going to use James's, is it Light My Fire? Mora knife. A little, yeah, stainless steel. And that's pretty sharp, that. And it's got a little ferro rod in the back. Very nice knife. I wouldn't mind one of these, but I don't know if I could be trusted with it.
Shut up, Rob, you're supposed to be asleep.
Yeah,
you need to stay up for another 16 minutes and I win the bet.
we've got bets on how long it'll take Rob to fall asleep. And I've said half hour so far. Right.
I said 31 minutes.
I'm just enjoying my sleeping bag.
Yeah, temperature's dropped a little bit out here.
Yeah, see your breath.
Right. I don't think I'm going to be able to spread this, so I'm just going to pick at it.
It doesn't look much like spread.
No. When Steve 1989 reviews these, I don't know how he manages to spread that cheese. It's so... it just works.
Yeah.
That's not going to work. Right, that's going to have to do. Right, let's give this a try quickly before it all spills out the bottom. That's pretty good. It doesn't taste too dissimilar to any of the other like taco options or tortilla ones with tortillas anyway, but I like that. The cheese spread I could do with spreading it out a bit more, but it wasn't cooperating, so you know, I just thought eat it as is. Quite salty, the cheese spread. I've got some chicken going on there. I mean, it's good. I don't know if it's good because it's raining out here and you appreciate food more, but it's good anyway. It's not a full review, this. It's not a really accurate enough review, but that's what I'll show you anyway. It's tasty though. Good mixture of flavours in there. And there we have it. So I'm probably not going to review any more of the stuff because it's not exactly the best lighting and stuff, I'm afraid. Coffee, yeah, MRE coffee, and added some hot chocolate to it. And then the orange drink is now in this Nalgene bottle. I think I've reviewed that before. It's basic orange beverage powder, nothing fancy. And that's about it really. But adding the toasted corn nugget things really helps, definitely, because they're really bland on their own. So if you're going to have that menu, I would probably recommend that. Mixing it into your chicken burrito bowl and warming the cinnamon bun, or whatever it's called, the filled French toast, warming that through as well. That was nice like that. Anyways, right, I'm going to wolf this down anyway. So this is our final cider of the night. It's an Aspall Isabel's Berry Suffolk cider with red currant and raspberry juice, 3.8% volume. Got this when I was at Aldeburgh with Dan, so I may as well read you that. It's always interesting, some of them. Isabel's Berry Suffolk cider, a tribute to our great grandma Isabel. Warm, generous, deeply proud of Suffolk, and often to be found in the walled garden tending her berry plants and bushes. Taste descriptor: sweet with good acid balance and a lingering aftertaste of red currant and raspberry. Serving suggestion, it's my favourite bit: perfect with fresh fruit salads, gooseberry crumble, summer pudding, cherry clafoutis, is that? That's French, I think, I don't know. And white Stilton. We've got none of these. We're following up an MRE, so yeah, anyway, let's give it a try. It's tasty. There's a faint hint of raspberry. It's mainly the red currants, and it goes really, really well with you know, with the yeah, the apple flavour as well, so good combination. It's not overly fizzy either, it's quite a still cider really, and yeah, it's not too sickly at all. I could quite happily drink that, and it's not very strong, it's pretty weak, so it's more like a fruit juice. But I'm going to have to give that 8.75 out of 10. Yeah, that's a bit different. Yeah, very good. And I love the design of the bottles as well, the long slender bottles, very distinctive of Aspall. And yeah, all the different ones you get are like different people and stuff on them, and I don't know about you, maybe I'm just sad, but I always like reading the little description on the back and stuff. It's always interesting. Sometimes they tell you a little bit of history and whatnot. It's quite cool. Anyways, cheers everyone. Cheers James.
Cheers mate.
Cheers Rob, who's asleep. Anyways, let's get drinking. Okay, welcome back everyone. It's coming up to 1 AM now I think, and we're all in our respective shelters. James is in his OEX Fox 1 tent under the DD 3x3 metre tarp. Rob, who's been asleep for quite a while and is snoring now, is in his Hillyberg Acto, and I'm under my Brab Silwing tarp in my Brab Ridge Raider Hoop Bivvy. And it's nice and toasty in here now. Takes a little while to get into these, sort of getting into your sleeping bag liner, then into your sleeping bag, and then into the bivvy. Can be a bit of an issue. Probably some people don't know, have a knack of doing it, but trying to keep stuff dry but sort of having to half hang out the bivvy in the wet is difficult, so it takes a bit of practice and stuff, and it took a while tonight. Maybe it's because we've had a few more ciders, I don't know, but anyways, we're going to get some sleep. Stopped raining at the moment. It's been raining kind of on and off pretty much all night. I think we will bid you good night now, and we'll chat to you in the morning. Say good night, James.
Good night, James.
See you in the morning. Good morning everyone. So, in case you're wondering, we did sleep fairly well, did we?
Very well.
Yeah. And the rain basically stopped as soon as we went to sleep. So it was raining whilst we were out of the shelters last night, but it's the way it goes sometimes. But we've awoken to some lovely forest views, and now it's time for breakfast. So as I said, it's a breakfast MRE, menu 17, pork sausage pate, maple flavoured. Let's just have a look inside. I've added some extra stuff in this, and I added another hot chocolate to go with the coffee they provide. Oh, and I've got a Cliff Bar as well, blueberry crisp. Picked those up in Asda's in Tilbury. Blinding. Got to try those out. Right, so we've got some dry roasted salted peanuts, a maple muffin top, some more peanut butter, and to go with that, some crackers. See how they've survived the spoon. Accessory pack, show you that in a minute. Some table syrup, so that's to go with the pork patty, and I think the muffin top as well. So there's our pork sausage maple flavoured patty. So we'll see what that's like. That's the main meal. You've got your beverage bag, flameless ration heater, cardboard sleeve to handle the hot goods in, and then we've got another orange beverage powder, carbohydrate electrolyte beverage powder. So we're having that as well. Right, let's have a look in the accessory pack. Probably nothing that new in here. And yes, we've got some cinnamon flavoured chewing gum again. Some more toilet roll, could be useful after last night's food. We've got some coffee instant type 3, different coffee, so let's try that out. Some sugar, wet wipe, non-dairy creamer, paper booker matches, and finally some iodised salt. So right, I'll get cooking that up. I'm absolutely starving. Enough yakking, let's get snacking. Okay, so we have our coffee and hot chocolate ready, and the dry roasted salted peanuts. Nothing really to write home about with them. They're just nuts. So snacking on them. The pork patties in the FRH down here. I'm boiling up some more water because I'm probably going to just finish it off in the pot on the Trangier on the alcohol stove. Let's have a look at the maple muffin top. I've been looking forward to this. See how well it's survived as well. Looks a little bit squished. Try a little bit of that. Oh, it's lovely, it's very sweet. It's a bit flatted, basically looks like a pancake. And then what we're going to do is add some of this table syrup to it. There we go. That is nice. You probably could warm it through in the FRH, you might make it a bit more palatable, but I'm not complaining. I mean, it tastes a little bit shelf stable and processed artificial, but still good. The table syrup's amazing. So I'm just finishing off warming up the maple flavoured patty, the pork patty on the alcohol stove. So if we turn you back around to the table, we'll have a look at the crackers, but they're going to be exactly the same as the ones I've had before, or more or less intact. Look at that. That is a rare sight. I don't see that too often. They've somehow survived. Very brittle though. And then give our peanut butter a knead. This stuff never really spreads. There we go. I'm going to have to spread that. Very good peanut butter this. It's one of the surprise things of the MREs, the US ones. They always come with really good peanut butter. It's not got a lot of ingredients in it either, so nothing too bad in it. It's really good stuff. The table syrup.
Australia, I think
so some of this.
Absolute paranoid.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Probably get.
Wriggling around.
Probably the last of that will go on the pork patty.
Yeah.
Let's try this on there. It doesn't really work because it just dribbles off of it, but add some sweetness to them, definitely. Okay, well I think I prefer coffee instant type 2 over instant type 3. Type 3 is slightly more bitter. Overpowers the hot chocolate really. I think it was freeze dried. I think the other one might have been spray dried, but yeah, it's definitely a world of difference because I had instant type 2 last night and definitely preferred that. Still refreshing though. So let's have a look at our last cracker. I've got to try and spread this peanut butter out, which is always difficult with a spoon. Why they don't give you like a little plastic serrated knife or something. That's pretty good. It's going to be quite dry, I'm going to be quite thirsty from that. But it's good, it's nothing different. Okay, and our final thing is to look at like the main meal, the pork sausage patty maple flavour.
Oh.
And that smells of pork sausage, definitely. That looks brilliant, right. I don't want to lose those juices. There's not a massive patty you get. Let's try a little bit on its own before we add the table syrup. That's nice. That's really nice, but it definitely needs a table syrup. I never thought you could put sweet and savoury together like that, but obviously you can. The Americans think so. Let's try and get some of this in there. Oh yeah.
Actually, one of the most enjoyable.
Lovely. And
when you got decent
there we go. Very chewy. There we go. Right. Let's get some of the juices on it as well. There we go. Right. Yeah, that's the way to go. Mix it in with some of the beef juices, or the pork juices, and the table syrup as well. And definitely adds to it. I think it could do with something else though. I mean, I don't think you can really mix it with the muffin top, because I remember Andy Kent Survival tried that and he said it wasn't really necessary, but you definitely want to put the table syrup on it. So yeah, overall it's not too bad. That I think my favourite thing though was the muffin top with the table syrup. That was brilliant. Yeah, so that was a quick look at menu number 17, US MRE, pork sausage patty, maple flavoured. I'm going to get eating this, finish it off, and we're just burning the last of like the fire logs, and then we're starting to pack up, because I think it's about 9:30 now, or later. It's 9:45, right, so you better get a shift on. Okay, well we're all packed up now, everything is on our backs, and we're leaving absolutely no trace, as you saw. taking all the rubbish with us. We've got quite a lot of rubbish this time actually. Three bags. So it's a really good little camp. We all enjoyed it, didn't we?
Yeah. Mate.
Very enjoyable, and it was brilliant meeting James. Cheers, mate. And you've got a couple of shout outs as well.
Yeah, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Roy for putting me on to Tom Outdoors, showing me his videos, and just a shout out to Mary, my partner, for pushing me into coming out and spending the night with these nutters.
Yeah, glad you did,
Shout
yeah.
out to Tom for, you know, asking me and stuff.
Not a problem, mate.
It was amazing, thank you.
It was excellent meeting you.
Cheers,
Cheers Rob as well. Rob, you're a regular now.
Yeah.
And yeah, so cheers for both of you for joining me. It's been brilliant. So there's a new channel that sort of just started up. Two guys, I think their nickname's Speedo and Fearless, and they've got a channel called Weekend Wild Camps. Really funny, and yeah, they're just sort of, you know, they're just sort of starting out, so give them some support and stuff. I'll put a link below in the video description. Weekend Wild Camps, really funny. I reckon you might like them. So yeah, as a shout out to you. Yeah, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone for watching wherever you are. So get in the comments, let us know what you think. Until next time, take care of each other, look after yourselves, stay safe, and get out there. Cheers for watching, guys. I'll see you soon.
Bye.